With your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. Greatest nations, just United Nations, stand up. Your favorite rappers time, your favorite actresses time, your favorite actors time, your favorite Instagram models time, your favorite Facebook Live media moguls time, your favorite YouTubers favorite time on the low. You rocking with your boy. Let me ask y'all something real quick. Since we're on the subject of asking, we're just asking DJ Akademiks about his relationships with X and about bad blood. Let's bring it back to this. Let me ask you this. Why is it that we see you implicated by many different people, whether true or false, with superstars after something bad happens? Why does your name always come up? It always comes. I'm so tired of this. I've been tired of the media you kick out. I've been tired of that. And I told you that. And there was times I said, get him, Mac, in situations. But the way I'm looking at this, when I'm looking back on your videos on certain people, why do you always come up every time on having done some type of media, like a chatty patty, about every other superstar you can? You don't put no focus. The last focus you had on the series was War in Chirac. That's the last time. I don't see any series. Now you're jumping around in and out talking about this, that, this person, that. Now you have Soulja Boy all over the place seeing him. If something ends up in his situation, what are they going to say? Who was making the most media about this person, good or bad, and now something happens to him? It's like you're everywhere. In the words of Star, you're everywhere, all over the place like bird crap. You are. And I got to give credit to where I heard it. The same way you don't do in your media. You don't give no credit unless you're listing another news site, and you usually use the same one, but those are the same ones who follow up with the stories that go viral that are questionable about you. Now, I get you releasing all these Soulja Boy releases quiets the fact that just a week or two ago, we were dealing with you and girlfriend problems when she was making accusations of domestic disputes. And she was arrested by you. You were there. Now, one thing I'm going to say, I saw several videos done by other YouTubers that were discussing you and a probable, possible, alleged dark side of things you do that aren't public. That's concerning, because if you're supposed to be the leader in the next level of media that we're going through, because I do something different. I actually talk. You do satire over it. I play with funny voices, but your voice is just funny. Now, what if I found out that one of these artists even said you were funny style? They didn't say it that way, but said that you're on that FS, YouTube guidelines. You know what that means. Sound it out. What if they said that that was your style and they had personal contact with you? And now this person's allegedly deceased and you're so silent. You did your story after and was silent. But ultimately, when they were here, you didn't respect their privacy. What if you were the one who was allegedly invading privacy with releasing stories that were making them look bad, and they called you out on it and you got some messages about it? Would you let that go public, or would you act like it never happened? How honest is your media? How honest are you with asking questions about yourself? See, TheCzarr questions himself. That's why he produces the media he does. Have you ever questioned yourself? Have you ever wondered why people are implicating you in this, and that? Well, for me investigating further about the media you did around that time, I'm starting to get a clear picture of the character involved behind who you actually are. Sadly. And I'm wondering to myself, is this man the future of hip-hop, of YouTube, of everything else? When we know your series, and maybe some other things, maybe, I'm not aware, got you the opportunity you did. Was it because of how you did it? Was it because you could turn on a funny voice for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and talk? Here's the thing. You're good doing the news, but are you good to trust? You're good doing other things like making deals and so-called finding rappers as you claim. But what's your worth to the industry when the lady next to you is dipping in another rapper's bedroom that maybe, I don't know, maybe allegedly doesn't have the finance you do while you're paying the bills? What type of man does that make you out to be? What do you really stand for? If you're okay with the body of art you did, you're fine for it. The only thing you can brag about is views, interaction, growth, the business you took. But let's look at your legacy. Who's going to go back and look over the videos that DJ Akademiks has done and say this guy was great at what he did? Who's going to go back and say that? Do you see where I'm going here? Now, I do not know you to be the one disliking videos, but when you are on my related channels, allegedly, I don't see you not hitting the dislike button. I don't see you not. Just because of how you're built, how feminine you argue with your girl, how soft you were when the rapper individual was addressing you on your live, how she was ignoring you during the live and you were sort of flared up trying to make her speak. You were upset. Now, I have a question. Was this same demeanor taken because a certain rapper was not rocking with you like you like? Again, all questions. All questions. Were you like this because a certain rapper was not feeding in to just rocking with you, but were getting the plethora of individuals around them to trust, to do media with, to rock with? Is that how you move? Do you move that way? That you throw a temper tantrum when people aren't exclusive to you? That you find justice in you doing things a certain way? Could it have been possible you released that X media video as a clapback at him for not being exclusive? The same way the woman that you claimed was living with you, that you called the cops to your house for, was not dealing with you exclusively? Am I reaching? Or are we looking at real characteristics about a DJ that says he's well knowledgeable, well tuned in the academics, but your academia lacks in manhood? Where are we at? Where are we at? See, the things don't make you the man. It's your persona. It's how you behave that makes you the man. You can have everything in the world and still be the biggest sissy ever seen. That's fact. Not that you are, but that is fact. That you could be the biggest in the world, but still be the biggest weakling when it comes to things that are abruptly in your life dealing with, that are abruptly something before you. Life waits for no man. But here's my thing. Did you have some issue he wasn't exclusively moving with you? Was there some problem with this? Because the more research I do, the more I see the very feminine characteristics on how you interact with these men in the industry, how you carry yourself, your response. See, the greatest action is the reaction. It's not the action up front, unless it involves certain elements. But it's the reaction, and you lack reaction that is noteworthy in the position you are. That is why you end up in those positions where you're doing all of these things, paying bills, taking care of an Instagram model who's going to a rapper you claimed had no financial standing. Yet he was still allegedly digging out this woman that was living with you, allegedly, as you claimed. Do you get that? I don't think you understand that. I'm breaking it down for you because since you can't come out when people make these accusations as I asked you to, now I gotta question you because I don't understand you. And I don't get why they're backing someone so fugazi that he can't even come out to confirm that he's not involved in something. If you don't get it now, you won't. And honestly, I don't care if you do. But know this. If you put that video out earlier and he had an issue with it, TheCzarr's going to find out. I'm going to find out. Trust me. I will. Then you know where I go. All rights reserved.